And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for the entertainment news. Let's start off with this one. KWAM 1 blacklisted by NCAA over alleged airport drama. Legendary Fuji icon King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, popularly known as KWAM 1 or K1 the Ultimate, has reportedly been blacklisted by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA). The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, confirmed the blacklisting of the musician over his clash with Value Jet officials at the local wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Festus Keyamo's statement reads, and I quote, "The incident involving Value Jet and KWAM 1, I have received reports from all the relevant aviation agencies regarding the altercation between the staff and crew of Value Jet and KWAM 1 at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport of Abuja on Tuesday, August 5, 2025. I've also received video footages of the incident. From all the details so far received, my preliminary impression is that it was obviously a case of temporary loss of sanity and control of both sides, which could have led to serious fatalities. Contrary to what the agents of KWAM 1 has said, he constantly moved his position on the tarmac to actually block the aircraft from taxiing to take position on the runway for takeoff. This is totally unacceptable behavior. The issue of whether it was carrying water or alcohol is not even an issue at this point. It is the physical blockage of the aircraft from taxiing that is the reprehensible conduct here, which akin to a hostage situation. The actual video footage showing this recurrent behavior is hereby attached." The minister added, and I quote, "On the other hand, no amount of provocation should make the captain and pilot of an aircraft begin to taxi without ensuring that their security personnel are safely moved an unruly passenger away that is standing in front of an aircraft. Both sides breach standard safety protocol as required by the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO). I have noted that the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) has temporarily suspended the license of the captain and the pilot pending full investigation. I commend them for their proactive action. However, I have also questioned the sense of justice in only acting against one party and not the other party. What applies to the goose must also to the gander. That is one of the tenets of justice I have preached all my life. I will not sit idly and allow this to pass. In the circumstance, I have also directed the NCAA to place KWAM 1 on a no-fly list pending full and further full investigation, just like the captain and pilots. All airlines, both domestic and international, should immediately be informed of this directive, and anyone who flouts this directive risk withdrawal of their operating license.
Wow, 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 wow. I know I'm sounding like a siren, but this trended all through last night, throughout yesterday. This was trending last night. A lot of people had a lot to say. Some people were talking about the fact that, okay, he has put out a statement and he's saying that it was not alcohol. But then we heard that the pilots were suspended, and it was just a lot of back and forth, and people were actually calling for KWAM 1 to be put on the no-flying list because, like Festus Keyamo said, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. So a lot of people were really upset that only one party was punished. Yeah. And now this has been done, and I've seen a lot of comments, people saying, okay, now we understand that you can't use your position and all of that. Another thing that stood out for me was people going into the background of the female pilot, saying she's from a political family and maybe very soon her license would not be, she would be taken off suspension. And like, it's just crazy the way people think. When something happens, it has happened, this has been done, that has been done, let's move on. Like, they will now come and an agenda that was not part of the main agenda.
It's crazy how the agenda has been going on.
Yeah.
This one is this one's friend.
Yeah, this one's daughter.
This suspension is fake, and I lie, and it will not happen. There are even plans of taking it further, that it should be in prison and all that. It's just a case of the adage, two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly.
And yeah, both parties were totally wrong.
Yeah.
From the pilots to even the taxi. Fuji icon standing in front of the plane.
It was the way you begged for me.
We have seen, and that is really dangerous, by the way.
Dangerous.
We've seen how in Nigeria it has turned to cruise. I've seen animation depiction of KWAM 1's image. That was he trying to stop the plane, that wouldn't happen.
I even saw one of him docking, and they did the dock. The plane came. I'm like, no, you guys should stop it.
It's just a crazy situation and a sad one. 6 months I'm one of those people. I think I was even having a conversation with somebody last week or last 2 weeks that how does KWAM do it? One moment is in this city performing, the next moment is in another city performing.
Because before this, he was in Enugu before he went to Abuja.
So now that it will be suspended for 6 months, how will he function?
May I have a question?
Not flying. I just want to see how that
I have
will
a
pan out, by the way.
question. So this no flying list that he has been put on, is it only for commercial or he can also fly private?
All of the above.
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay, moving on.
And locally.
Moving on the entertainment news. Tyler opens up about struggles after Water became a global hit. South African pop sensation Tyler has revealed that she wasn't mentally prepared for the skyrocketing fame that followed the success of her global hit single Water. In a candid interview with Variety, the 22-year-old Grammy-winning artist reflected on the overwhelming nature of her rapid ascent to stardom after the release of Water in 2023. The song, which became a viral global hit, catapulted her into the spotlight at just 21 years old, earning her numerous accolades including the Grammy for Best African Music Performance, the BET Award for Best International Act, and several wins at the VMAs, EMAs, and AMAs. When Water happened, I wasn't ready, Tyler confessed, and I quote, "I became obsessed with the idea of doing things right. I wanted more time to make mistakes to fully figure out who I am as an artist. But then things just went, well, you know," end of quote. Tyler also opened up about the internal struggles she faced after signing with Epic Records in 2021 at the age of 19. According to her, she was pressured into recording music that didn't reflect her true identity. And I quote, "Those songs didn't feel like me at all," she said, recalling moments of emotional breakdown. "I remember being in my hotel room and my managers were calling me, 'Calm down, we need to cut the song.' I was crying and thinking, this is not what I want. I didn't get signed to do this," end of quote. That period of creative dissonance, however, became a defining moment in her journey. Tyler revealed that being pushed to make pop records that lacked authenticity only deepened her connection to African music, the genre she truly identifies with. I quote, "It made me more persistent in keeping my ideas," she said. "Through doing that, I realized how much more I love African music," end of quote. Tyler's most recent single, Dynamite, featuring Nigerian Afrobeat superstar Wizkid, reflects that dedication to her African roots. She credits Wizkid as a major influence on the musical journey and direction. Despite the whirlwind of fame, Tyler appears to have found a footing and is forging a path that stays true to her sound and identity. Her story resonates with many young artists navigating fame, identity, and creative integrity in today's fast-paced music industry.
And it's a crazy one, and we always talk about this, that artists are humans nonetheless. Yeah, you spotted talent, you pick that's why till tomorrow I still look at Justin Bieber and say this boy is going through a lot. Because that is somebody that's Justin Bieber, the likes of Selena Gomez, from childhood, from way young, they were exposed to this, and because it's a record deal, it's a contract, this is what you kind of like signed up for. So you have to do everything that involves waking up late, sing it this way. This is how you should do it.
Whenever they need you, you have to show up.
Yeah, you are sleeping, you are feeling some type of way. Yo, it's that pain that you're actually feeling. It just brings me to what I watch in the popular TV series Empire. Yeah, you're going through a phase. Your record label owners, they'll just say, "Oh, you know what? This phase that you're going through now, which is personal." They'll tell you, "You know what? Put it now, that feeling that you are in, put it into song. Yeah, let's write something. Let's write something to depict whatever it is you're going through." But you're looking at a situation like, "Yo, this is my private moment. I'm going through a phase. Why do I need to put this writing?" And you never can tell. That songs like that always become jam because it's what you are going through at that moment.
Raw
but
emotions.
we're glad that she's been able to pass that phase and she's enjoying the moment right now. So
that's the thing. Social media would not know what's happening with you, and they do not care. You will see people on social media calling out, saying this, saying that, but at the end of the day, she has her own personal troubles, and this is also a public service announcement that celebrities are humans. I keep saying this, we keep saying this on the show, and I'm saying it again, they also go through emotions and feelings like you and I. So whenever anything happens, try to put yourself in their shoes and try to look at things from a human angle instead of just always being negative, okay?
Yeah. On to the next one. This one is a crazy one, by the way. Diamond Platinum opens up about fatherhood and DNA drama. Tanzania superstar Diamond Platinum has once again gotten people talking, and this time it's not because of a hit single or a show-stopping performance, but a surprisingly candid confession about his fatherhood journey. In a recent interview on The Way Up with Angela Yee, Diamond Platinum's opened up about the realities of being a father in the public eye. According to him, while he's proud to be a dad and fully present in his children's lives, he is very much aware that not all of the kids he's raising are biologically his. First of all, I know I have kids, he said, but I also know that some are not mine. I don't just want to argue with the mothers, I take care of them regardless, end quote. Diamond revealed that he had gone as far as taking a DNA test in Tanzania to confirm his suspicion, but even with that, he's chosen to focus on love and responsibilities, not drama. He explained that providing for the children and being emotionally present is what truly matters to him. I've decided to be the bigger person, he continued. Some of the men in their lives even get upset thinking I'm still involved with the mothers, but there's nothing going on. We are just co-parenting and keeping it respectful, end quote. Despite the complications, Diamond insists on maintaining peace and being a stable figure in the lives of the children, whether or not they carry his DNA. The Wasafi Records boss has several children from different women, and his romantic life has always been a hot topic across East Africa and beyond. But this level of vulnerability adds a new layer to his public persona, showing a man who is willing to step up even in tricky situations.
Oh, so this is a topic that I would say is sensitive, especially in this part of the world, where in recent times we've seen people talk about DNA, they're not the father of the child and all of that. But it's a bit surprising and shocking and kind of nice to see Diamond, who everyone thinks is a playboy or a bad boy, come out to talk about the fact that he knows that some of the children he's raising are not his kids, but he doesn't care. He's still going to provide for them because to him they're
that's why the
children.
That's why the playboy conversation comes in now, because that means you just they do. So when this one say this is your kid, you just be like, I doubt it, but yeah, we had one or two things, but you know what? It can be mine. Let me just do
I
this.
don't want to agree with you, because if he's actually a very bad playboy, when the moment he finds out, oh, DNA no be my pikin, he'll be like, oh, so no be only me. I bet waka. But he didn't do that. So it shows that he's responsible.
No, because
he loves them all.
Probably because he has the money, he has the funds.
It's not about the money, OG.
It's Wasafi.
No, we've seen people who have money and will still come to social media to complain that this is not my child, I'm not interested. Yes, I've raised this child, I still see him as my child, but it hurts to see. But he's okay with it. He has gone through that phase. We didn't even know there was ever a phase like that in his life.
It's crazy, man.
Exactly, because most times when people, especially musicians, go through things like that, they put it in their music, and you'll be like, oh, who are they calling out this? But we never even knew. Like, it's a new revelation. Nobody knew that none of his kids, like some of them are not his children. And now this has started a guessing game on social media. People are now putting the name of the child with the baby mama and saying, okay, is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? I'm like, that is an awkward situation.
So Diamond Platinum's situation will be different from Nick Cannon. So
yes,
we can say Nick Cannon's father. Nick Cannon is 11 or 10 children right now.
They don't talk about Abraham.
So Nick Cannon doesn't need to do DNA because...
he doesn't. He knows.
He
was there during the delivery.
All right.
Exactly.
It is well.
Well done, Diamond Platinum, though. Well done, Nama UV. Well done.
Is that the definition of Nama UV?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's all we can take on the entertainment news.